Hey, Surfer, you a vampire? Never mention my name, Woodtick. Just keep it out of your mouth, and we'll do the same. Speaking on the unions. You over there? What, in the pen? Is that so? Anyway, we've discussed a whole historic, archaic, tertiary collection of sins, crimes, and counts against the brilliance. But that's what shine means, doesn't it? Khan, obviously. A real clan, Khans. You know? I don't know. Ah, dear me. They're mandatory. Couriers, runners. Louis Vuitton, Burberry, grew down a bit. Meh. Well, it doesn't sort me out, Back Alley Baz. I don't need it and I don't want it, so just fuck it off. And if an 8-year-old get a cell phone and become God, fuck it off. That thing, the slutton, smoking away. Chortles, teehees, and guffaws, rats and fiddlesticks. I see. The victorious one-dimensionality. That'd be the inspiration, wouldn't it, A pamphlet. Other things that the stray one encountered, in the stroller. Well, off I was running, trying to escape. Generation escapism, Exactly the same, Andy. Really, Andy. Yes, Andy. Oh, what a chapo. Anyway, how was he fragranced, With Revere, obviously, Oh. Couldn't stand it, I come rest against my wishing chair, Wolfram stows the branding, on this prize-winning marrow. I just thought I'd stick it on the mantelpiece in titanium, thank you very much. Anything else in the hull? Yes, the fuselage. Really? Well, it's amazing, they fill up this flat with that many varieties, isn't it, Seems legit. I'll just pitch up with my ass, selling kisses and strawberry lemonade, next to your Kool-Aid stand, won't I? Nope. Well, okay then, I'll just get back to this Khan shine, won't I, I couldn't give a fuck if it is an illegitimate chess move, you're still sucking your dad's balls, you brass, but anyway, it's the 1970s. I know where I am and I know who I am, thank you very much. I said no. It's a megasaurus succubus. Yeah, no shit, laminated itself. Slander, fraud, defamation are the great ones, It's only attempted homicide, John. That's John. Yeah, well, get around, That's what Brian Wilson did, when he ate a bar. It was a public house, actually. No. Thank you very much, It was the door girl, wasn't it, Old Berry, the runner. That's not what YT stands for, okay? I need my YTM. Ruth! Bow wow! And in her booty it buries his motherfucking bone. And if there's any over, he rolls over and takes Woodtick home. Meanwhile, in the fantasy nest, is it love that I'm depicting? Is this the crayon? Oh my God, what did that crayon say? Look at it, look at that crayon, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. That's not for children. How dare you say that? Huh? I didn't do anything. It was my left foot, look. Major League Baseball. Yeah. Huh? I found it to be a little bit saccharine myself, Not to point my toes too liberally, Well, anyway, next up, yeah, Blue Chevrolet. Nice one. Los Angeles phoning from a faraway cunt. Certainly. I will buy a can of Kool-Aid off of you, Jace. I'm not. You're not? No, of course not. I'm a Celtic Ranger. Not much from the hoose, It's just the way, Sparrow, Mandarin, Goblin, Dab Foot. It's the clout and savvy, that I bring to the fold, as I sit myself down, just do a little bit of aggressive papering. Six potato sweet. 3 rice fruits. Show me where they're hiding, all these arses. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. No. Obviously. Speedo scab, in the Pacific. I'm just chilling. Real walk in the dark, ain't it, existence? Gammon Bosia, Gammon Bosia, Gammon Bosia, Gammon Bosia. Are we falling in love, Julie? But that's a dwarf, and that's a giant, and that's not the Gammon Bosia. That's taxidermist. Anything else that we seem to have driven through, maybe a lung bypass. Do it to yourself. Push yourself. You're talking to yourself. What it isn't the can't shine, Just double twist. Plastic bags mashed up in the boot and on the back seat, I tell you. And we get down to the teeth. So you got a lot of teeth, don't you? That saves the piggy's digestion, It's like butter. You take sulfuric acid, probably in a glass jug, and they're gone pretty pronto, and then you can pour it in the whey, can't you, with the rest of your disc precious shit. There are more important things around here, like dealing with a backlog of business, in Indiana. The old one, mate. You don't want to fuck me. Now fuck off.